Hi folks. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be continuing on through the endgame section of Final Fantasy VII, of course. Pretty much where we left off. I haven't really had a chance to play the game since. I was hoping to get some farming done, but like I say, I've just not had a chance, so... we've made our way down the northern crater, done all of the story stuff apart from the endgame bosses, which means that we're free to reign, free to farm, and free to go ahead and start maxing stats. But before we do any of that, I thought we'd have a bash at Emerald Weapon. We'll get the trophy for defeating him if we're able to do so, but I won't be saving my game as with Ruby Weapon because there's other strategies that I'm going to want to try a little bit later on once we've stat maxed. Just for a little bit of fun, absolutely blitz the optional endgame bosses then, can't we? But I still want to get them done, as I did with Ruby Weapon, before we really get to that point where we're completely OP, just to make sure that we can still kill them, even with just a relatively normal party, so to speak. Anyway, just before we get started, let's greet everybody who's taken the time to start by in chat. I can see we have Yum Yum, Lomax, Chorizo Bear, and Anime Lives, Steve and Chris. Welcome, folks. And Sousa pops in as well. Anybody else? Yeah, we got Maxi and Bushecki. Welcome, guys. Red Mario, Viral, Yum Yum. Did I say hello to Yum Yum? If not, he gets a double hello. Lomax, I've said hello to, I know. Globehead, Ronald, it's B3, Xavier, and Roger Hammond. Hey, how's it going? And Blue Claws. I think that just about covers everybody. So, yeah. A lot of folks tend to actually get to these live streams before I do, which is great, so we can get the conversation going. I'll probably be about an hour and a half, Roger. See how much we can get done. I don't want to drive people crazy with farming and stat maxing, but that's pretty much where we're at right now in order to finish off our Final Fantasy VII playthrough. But I thought we'd rate things up a bit, and we're going to start by heading over to Emerald Weapon. Now, I can't promise I'm going to kill him. I think I know the strategy I'm going to use. It's the typical Knights of the Round counter strategy. So later on, once we've maxed stats, there's going to be other fun things we can try to defeat Emerald Weapon. But as of right now, we're going for the tried and tested formula. And I'm not even going to bother with Final Attack Revive or Final Attack Phoenix. We're just going to risk it. Yes, we might get one shot. Yes, we might die. Yes, we might get game over. But where's the suspense if there's no chance of failing? That's what I ask you guys. Also, we're going to be doing some of the morph glitching later. So I need to pop a link down to Lomax's videos at some point today in the description. So you guys can check those out, which I strongly recommend you do. Because Lomax covers the morph W item duplication techniques absolutely perfectly. Hi, Dark Swordsman. How's it going, dude? And Justin as well, and KDT, and John, and Damon. Yeah, welcome everybody. And Mark. Yeah, thanks for joining us on today's stream. A little bit of a sour day, isn't it? After we've all learned now that the remake has been delayed by 5 weeks. To be honest with you, I'm not too bothered about the delay that much. I'm still looking forward to the game, but I know a lot of you guys are really disappointed, and I understand that. If it was like 5 months, then I think there'd be no consoling me. But fortunately, it is only 5 weeks. And it does sound a long time, but I'm sure it'll go very, very quickly. Oh, Red Mario, I haven't had a chance to look at your video yet. I'm really sorry, dude. Did you use Knights of the Round counter, did you, with mine? Because if you did, we'll probably be using the same strategy anyway. But if not, then I'm not sure what strategy you used. Anime Live says, don't forget Fuzz 8 or less. Are you talking about the materia, are you? On Emerald Weapon? Yeah, I'll count how much materia we're going to end up using, but it's probably going to be less than 8. I think all we need is HP Absorb, Knights of the Round, Counter, Mine, and anything else? we'll sort it out anyway. Let's just get our party going. I'm probably not going to have Sid or Yuffie, who I'm going to have in the party, just because I'm using those for farming at the minute. Survive the battle, which is absolutely fine. I'm not too fussed about that. But yeah, there's like plenty of strategies that we can do for Emerald Weapon. This strategy that I'm going to be doing today is recommended if you don't want to do too much farming effectively. Now, what you will need to do is get the counter materia, and in my opinion, it's worth leveling the counter materia up. That way it'll activate every single time the person that's wielding the counter materia gets attacked by Emerald Weapon, which is exactly what we need. Hiya Thor and Sousa. Yeah, welcome folks. It's just sending a video of you defeating Emerald Weapon to Square a month after you do it. Fuzz, did you see after the last stream, 2 hours after I got the Platinum for 7? Hey, congrats Anime. Good job. Hello, Army of the Dead. What's that, Roger? Is that the temperature? -5 degrees? Yeah, no worries, Lomax. Just take your time, dude. I'm sure it'll be helpful for people, regardless of when it comes out. No, you've done really well on those videos, mate. Right, okay, so let's go ahead for setup here. Now, we can actually keep Cloud using the Apocalypse. We can even stick a little bit of materia in there for triple growth. I don't think it really matters all that much, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks, Dark Swordsman. You used a combination, did you, Ed Mario? Oh, well, that's kind of square for you then, isn't it, Bushecki? Save dredging up old memories. Hi, Nolan. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. So, hopefully you've all had a day to digest the news about the Final Fantasy VII Remake delay. I'm a bit annoyed about it coming out on a bank holiday, though, here in the UK. Especially for myself, because I've pre-ordered the First Class Soldier Edition. And the Square store... They don't use Royal Mail, I can tell you that. So I doubt very much I'm going to be getting that on April the 10th. And seeing as how April the 13th, which is the following Monday, is also a bank holiday here in the UK, I will be lucky if I get it on April the 14th, which is like 4 days later. So unless Square are somehow really going to work hard on getting these editions shipped maybe the day before the bank holiday, so for the Thursday, I'm probably not going to even actually have access to the game for like another 4 days after you guys. But seeing as how I want to be streaming it, and I don't want to let you guys down, if that is the case, I will probably purchase the digital edition, just the standard digital edition on the PlayStation Network, so at least we can get right into it then, rather than waiting, you know, over half a week. By which point you guys probably would have already completed it and everything, so it seems kind of pointless streaming it then. I mean, it doesn't really, but you know what I mean. Right, okay, so HP Absorb, Knights of the Round. So we use that on Ruby Weapon as well. It's a great combo, actually, on these bosses that have, you know, so many hundreds of thousands of HP. So, effectively, Knights of the Round is going to heal Cloud to full every time we cast it. One thing that you are going to really want is just to make sure that Knights of the Round has leveled up to level 2. Now, mine's level 4. You don't need that. Level 2 is fine. The reason for that is because it won't work with W Summon if it's only level 1. Oh, is that your strategy, Red Mario, that you've used? I definitely want to check that out for sure. Anything with Lucky Sevens is a whole lot of fun. No doubt about that. Hi, Imagine. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. And Dwayne as well, and Jacos. Yeah, welcome, folks. Okay, so we've got HP Absorb, Knights of the Round. The other thing that we need to combi here is Mime. Let's go for one that hasn't leveled, shall we? With a counter materia. Got a few counters going on here. I do recommend using a level 5 counter materia for this, though, in all honesty. And then all we really need to worry about is W Summon, which I'll stick up here so we can start leveling it up. I mean, it's not going to matter because I'm not going to be saving my game after this anyway. This is more just for show and the fact that we're going to get the trophy. Hopefully, if we manage to kill Emerald Weapon here. Yeah, that's a good strategy, Army. The only downside with that is you do have to worry about healing. And you've got to be careful about overloading your materia. Because Emerald Weapon's Air Tram Storm, or whatever it is that materia is spelled backwards, does, I think it's 1,000 points of damage, AoE. So all party members, for every materia you have equipped. So if you start to load up with materia, you're going to find yourself in a spot of bother. Just something to bear in mind. So anyway, guys, this strategy I'm going to use, you're going to like this. You really are going to like this. And the reason you're going to like this is because it's almost a sort of AFK strategy. Not quite. We will have to do something at the start of battle, but it's almost an AFK strategy. The downside, unfortunately, is the fact that Yuffie and Sid are almost certainly to die. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we can stick one more materia in for luck, just to level up. As long as we don't go for more than 8, we should survive okay. Maybe Phoenix. We need to start leveling Phoenix up. Again, doesn't matter for me. Because of the fact that I'm not going to be saving my game. But, yeah. Just be careful not to go above more than 8. We'll throw an elixir on. And let's save. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, Red Mario. That does sound like fun. Yeah, like I say, anything with, what do you call it? Lucky Sevens is awesome. But I've not been able to find a way to force myself into all Lucky Sevens yet. I need to get to max health. The way that I know to do it, the simplest method, is to get to max health and then use Choco Buckle or Escape from Battle rather 1,000 times. No, 1,111 times. And then you can cast Choco Buckle twice on a party member with max health, and that'll put them into all Lucky Sevens. But I haven't escaped anywhere near that much yet, so... what's going on in chat at the minute? I think I've missed most of these messages here. Fair enough then, Lomax. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. That'd be one of the upsides, wouldn't it? Right, okay. No, Ruby Weapon's still alive, Jacos. I did beat him, I got the trophy, but I didn't save my game. I like to keep Ruby and Emerald Weapons alive, because you get to use multiple strategies on them then. Multiple battles against them. But unfortunately, the downside to that, of course, is that you don't get the rewards. And the reward for Emerald Weapon is really, really powerful. Ruby Weapon, meh, it's kind of meh, isn't it, that gold chocobo? But all of the master materials from Emerald Weapon are really nice. So I'll be sad to not get those immediately. But we can get them a little bit later on by killing Emerald Weapon whenever we wish, really. Okay then. Right, yeah, Triple Triad. One of my favourite mini-games out of all of Final Fantasy. Really, really like it. Yeah, good point, Red Mario. Yes, so... yeah, you're right, Lomax. We've got HP Absorb combined to Knights of the Round. And then we have Counter combined with Mine. Which means that we're going to start the battle with W Summon Knights of the Round. And then that's it. We can literally put the controller down. Out of the party members are likely to die. But it's very important you don't do any other action or your mime won't work. Hiya, Fina. Yes, unfortunately. 5 weeks delay for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Okay then, folks. Let's see how this goes, shall we? I've got to be honest, I haven't tested this yet. So it could all go wrong. But we'll see. Right, that's it. Controller is going down. Now all we need to do is wait. And hopefully... sorry about that, knocking the mic. Hopefully the game will take care of the rest of this battle for us. If it gets a little bit slow, I'll whack turbo speed on. So this can be a bit of a slow strategy. But it is almost certainly a strategy that's going to work. Oh, one thing you might want to do, I didn't do so, but you might want to throw MP Plus onto Cloud, or whoever it is you're using for this strategy. That way you'll probably do a little bit more damage than I currently am here. Bearing in mind, this is one of the strategies you can use early on. As soon as you get access to counter materia, you might want to level it up a bit, but other than that, that's all you really need to do in terms of farming for this to work. This is by far, in my opinion, the simplest, foolproof strategy for defeating Emerald Weapon. Greetings, Noonie. Yes, you're here in time for this nice semi-AFK approach to Emerald Weapon. Look, haven't got my controller. So, Yuffie and Sid are going to die, unfortunately. But Cloud should take care of the boss for us by doing nothing. Hiya, Chibi. Yeah, thanks. So, Emerald Weapon has 1 million hit points. So, quite a bit of health there. But to be honest, his health is kind of irrelevant. Once you've got a good strategy going, you're unlikely to fail. He could have 10 million health and the battle could last 10 times longer. But once you've got your strategy in place, it makes no difference, really. So, once you see what happens next, I'll probably stick it on turbo speed. Or triple speed, or whatever you want to call it. So what's going to happen now, because we've got, first of all, we've got Knights of the Round linked to HP Absorb, which means Cloud's going to stay at full health throughout the entire fight. We then have Mime linked to Counter, which means that every time Cloud takes an attack off Emerald Weapon, because Counter is level 5, he is going to counter with Mime, and Mime is going to cast W Summon Knights of the Round. So effectively, every time Emerald Weapon attacks Cloud, he is going to double cast Knights of the Round, healing himself to full and doing a ton of damage. Watch this. See, I'm not pressing anything here, and Cloud is once again going to go through those Knights of the Rounds. Now, of course, if Emerald Weapon attacks Yuffie or Sid, they're not going to do anything. As a matter of fact, we don't want them to do anything. I'm just picking the controller up to go into turbo speed. Because if Yuffie or Sid do anything, then Cloud is going to start with countering whatever it is that they do. Hi Nicole, you haven't missed much, welcome to the stream. We've just set up a nice, simple, foolproof Emerald Weapon strategy. So that Cloud is just going to solo the boss for us. And you can do this fairly early on as well, you haven't got to do a lot of farming. Oh, thank you, Kick-Ass John. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I'm interested to know how stats and levels and all of that stuff's going to work in the remake JCOS. Like what the caps are going to be and all of that good stuff, and how it's going to translate across over to the, you know, next set of episodes and stuff once they finally come out. Look how simple this is, guys. The only thing you'd need to be cautious of is Air Tam Stom. Whatever it is that materia is spelled backwards is the name of that ability. But if you haven't got too much materia, if you've just kept the bare minimum as I've shown you, then that won't do maximum damage. And Cloud is back to full health. Yeah, Choco Buckle requires a lot of escaping from battle to be successful, doesn't it? Far more than I'll probably ever be bothered to do, to tell you the truth. Yep, our Emerald Weapon attempt is the first thing we're doing today. So, goodbye, Sid, that's fine. You can't bring them back to life, unfortunately. Because if you do, then Cloud is going to be miming whatever it is you did to bring them back to life. So you do have to, the one downside to this strategy, you do have to let them die. But that doesn't stop you from getting triple AP in the Apocalypse. It doesn't stop you from getting the trophy for defeating Emerald Weapon. And it doesn't stop you from getting the Master Magic rewards, does it? So in terms of simple strategies, then this one is certainly the way to go, I think. Oh yeah, no problem, Save. Yeah, I've definitely got plans to make a strategy. Oh, sorry, a video for this strategy. I'll probably be making multiple videos for Ruby and Emerald Weapon, since they are the game's super bosses, aren't they? Yeah, I think it's 1,000 damage per materia, isn't it, Red Mario? I could be wrong on that. Yeah, it really helps for the counter materia to be mastered. And the reason for that is there's 5 levels to counter materia. And it only has a 20% success chance for each of its levels. So if it's level 1, it will only counter 20% of the time. Okay, but at level 5, it will counter every single time. Now, fortunately, the counter materia doesn't take that much AP. So once you've looted it over in Northern Crater, I think it took us about 20 to 25 minutes on the last stream to master it. Greetings, Scott. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it really sucks, Thor. What I would recommend, I mean, the digital edition isn't going anywhere. You can pre-order that like the day before, can't you? What I'd recommend is just wait to see what happens with your physical edition. Don't go like spending money, because I'm not. I'm probably going to do the same as you if need be, but I'm not going to spend any money on the digital edition unless it actually turns out that, yeah, we're definitely not getting it on the day of release. So I'll just hold off for the time being. Well, I don't think they're changing anything drastic, Fina. According to the update they posted, all they're doing is polishing the game, so that makes me... It sounds to me like they're just fixing bugs and stuff. But even so, if they need to fix bugs, then they need to fix bugs. You know, as far as I'm concerned, they have to delay at that point. Obviously, nobody likes delays. It would have been better if they could have announced that April the 10th release date from the get-go. Then nobody would care, would they? But it is what it is, so it's fine. Yeah, the Omni Slash or Angamax technique are some fantastic ways of killing Emerald Weapon, a lot faster than this. I want to show this method first before we do any stat maxing. There we go, look how simple was that? How simple was that? I didn't even have the controller. It was on the desk the whole time. I wanted to show that method first because it's such an easy way of defeating Emerald Weapon. 150,000 AP in the Apocalypse as well. Yeah, it's such a simple way of defeating Emerald Weapon, and you can do it with very little farming. So if you're not too interested in spending, you know, 100 hours maxing out the stats of your characters, farming mine sources and all of the other sources and stuff, then you don't need to. That strategy, like, literally works perfectly. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get to land, if I can, over here. And then we're going to reload the game. So I'm not going to be saving with Emerald Weapon defeated. Before we do that, though, I suppose I should show you guys the rewards that you get for the sake of completion. And then we'll actually get on to the bulk of the episode, which is going to be farming, I'm afraid, guys. So nothing all that exciting. Right then, try and catch up on some of your messages first of all, though. When you started the fight, you got a clock for 20 minutes. Yes, what that is, KDT, is... Oh, I thought I'd left the high wind then. That is because I have the underwater materia equipped. You can get this by morphing a guidebook. So morphing a ghost ship into the guidebook and then taking that to the Emerald Weapon dude. He gives you the underwater materia whose sole purpose is to remove that timer. Yep, as other people in chat have just confirmed for me as well. Yeah, I'm a little bit delayed reading your messages here, guys. What currency is CZK? Oh, I did check that, and it's completely gone from my mind, Bushecki. I think it works out to about $10 though, which is awesome. Very kind of Dom. But I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what currency it was. It's probably obvious, but not to me. Okay, let's go ahead and make our way into calm here. So, yeah, I'm not saving. I'm just showing you guys the rewards before we quit and reload. Yeah, I wonder how long that method I just did would have taken, even with the underwater materia equipped. Yay, so we got the Earth Heart. That's what Emerald Weapon drops for defeating it. Yeah, it sounds like a fun strategy that does, Red Mario. I'm going to check out your video today after the stream. Yeah, well, there we have it then, guys. Fantastic reward. By far and away, the most obscene reward possibly in the history of Final Fantasy. A Master Magic, a Master Summon, and a Master Command. And we get another trophy for that. Transcendent Convoker. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, to be honest, Bushecki. Steve says use magic plus materia over mind sources. Yeah, well, mind sources actually boost your magic defense. But if you mean magic plus over magic sources, then yeah, you could certainly do that as a way of boosting up your magic stats. And yeah, Bushecki asks, got thinking last night, is the remake going to be truly open world? If it is, the game's going to be massive. Well, unfortunately, Bushecki, the remake is going to be limited to Midgar. So the story of the remake, at least as and when it's been released in April, that particular game is going to end after the events of Midgar. So we won't get to explore the rest of the world. But future episodes of the remake, future games in that series, are then going to expand upon it into the next part of the story. However, Midgar, as far as I'm aware, Midgar itself is going to be fully fleshed out as an open world game, if that makes sense, in and of itself, with all sectors becoming available for exploring, along with, you know, the upper and lower parts of the city and all of that good stuff. So effectively, it is going to become an open world game, but it is only going to be limited to the city of Midgar, but we'll get to see far more of that than we would have of the original, in the original game. One thing I want to check, actually, I won't bore you guys by killing Emerald Weapon again. I'll do it at my own time. I want to check if that technique I just used, that little strategy, the semi-AFK strategy, can be used without the underwater materia. As in, can we do it within 20 minutes? Or would it just not be possible? I'm kind of tempted to test it. Oh, no, you guys would go... let's try it. Let's try it. I am going to get to farming, don't worry, but I just want to see very, very quickly. I'll stick it on turbo mode from the get-go if we can do it in less than 20 minutes. Let's throw a Magic Plus on there to speed things up. I never actually got it, Cletus, since a few people have just joined us. But look, this is why I don't like to save after Emerald Weapon. Uh-oh. I've got turbo speed on. Probably shouldn't have done that. I just want to see... There we go, I can put the controller down now. If we can kill it within the timer. If not, we know we have to use underwater. I've only got one level 4 Magic Plus, unfortunately, Steve. Which means that it doesn't quite do max damage. But it won't be much longer before we've maxed out our magic stat on many of the characters. I think we can do this, you know, guys. It takes 10 Knights of the Round to kill him. This one was cast at 18 minutes. So I'll see when it finishes. If it finishes at like 17 minutes, then by far and away we'll be able to do this. for sure. If it takes like 2 minutes, then it will be close. I think we can. It depends how long it takes for Cloud to get attacked. Yeah, go on, kill those other party members. I think it depends. Because it wasted like a minute then in between Knights of the Round casts. So I think this is cast number 4, is it? No, I mean number 3, or is it number 5? I can't remember. I think it's been announced, James. I will be honest. I am going off kind of a lousy memory there. I can't remember exactly when that was stated. And it could just be an assumption that I've read somewhere or heard somewhere. I would be very, very surprised if it isn't open world. Not initially, obviously, when we're going through the reactor and stuff. But I do suspect it's going to open up as we go. So, just to clarify, guys, in case you folks are joining us just. I have just defeated Emerald Weapon using this strategy. But we're just testing if we can do this with the underwater materia unequipped. So this is kind of like an AFK strategy. But Knights of the Round does have quite a long cast time on it. I think it takes less than 10 Knights of the Round. Or is it 10? I can't remember. About 8,000 damage. A hit comes out at about 105,000 damage for all 13. Oh, wow. That's really interesting, that Lucky 7 strategy. Just going in with max health, and then but only 2 materia. That's really interesting. Greetings, Pri. Yeah. I suspect, Nicole, that the game is kind of going to expect you to have played part 1, isn't it, before playing part 2? I'm not sure actually, Xavier. Do you mean Magic Plus, Xavier? Magic Plus times 2? Yeah, that would definitely do more damage. I've only got 1 at the moment. And it's not even maxed out, so I'm limited to using it, unfortunately. Yeah, you're right there, Cletus. It does. So if you've stocked up on materia before the battle, you're going to be in a bit of trouble there, aren't you? It's going to be close, this, I think. It's going to be close. But at least if it doesn't work, when I make my little video later of this strategy, we can say emphatically that you need to use the underwater materia. Yeah, my brain gets confused easily, Bushecki. And although yourself and Pri might not be too similar, because Pri said your name, and that's what I saw, the message, it knocked me for 6, to be honest with you. Yeah, definitely, Cletus. Yep, I'm sure it's happened to the best of us. I said half of your name, Bushecki. I thought you might not have noticed, but you did. You caught on. Yeah, you could drink 4 hero drinks. Or if you're using a strategy that involves all 3 party members, make sure you bring 12 to the battle so you can have 4 each. Oh, okay, Red Mario. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out for sure. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks, Peter. Yay, look at that. We still had 4 minutes to spare. And that was without the underwater materia equipped. So you can do the simplest of strategies, in terms of the one that requires the least amount of farming anyway, and still not have to use the underwater materia. Alright then guys, well let's go ahead and reload at this point, shall we? So we've killed Emerald Weapon twice now. We're going to start the farming session. The farming begins. But yeah, I did want to kill Emerald Weapon. Probably the hardest enemy in the game. I don't know actually after that. I think Ruby might be a little bit trickier. I suppose we should use this one because it's closer to the... Actually, no, I don't want to go to the Jalnika, the Galnika, whatever it's called. We want to get guard sources first. And they're over at Medial. So, I've already maxed out strength. I didn't mind maxing out strength before the tough bosses there. Simply because of the fact that we weren't using physical attack, so it wouldn't have made any difference anyway. But what we're going to do now is try and max out vitality, and we do that with guard sources. Okay, but here's the thing. We need to be careful not to max out Yuffie's. I was watching Lomax's video. In fact, I'm going to put a link to Lomax's videos down in the video description here. Let me see if I can find it. I did have it saved. Lomax's videos on the W item stuff is so good, folks. You really, really, really want to check it out. He's got another part that's about to be uploaded, or going to be uploaded, I think, soon. He's working on that. But it literally covers everything you want to know about the W item stuff. Oh, it's already in there. I've got it. Brilliant. Okay, you can find that in the description then. Yeah, it's definitely become my go-to source on all W item stuff. So what we want to do then is, first of all, set up our party members here. After I grab some more drink. I'm going to take Emerald Weapon out of the title now. So that folks who see it in YouTube search don't get disappointed that he's already defeated. Okay. Right, and I'm going off memory now. I have seen Lomax's videos and read about the W item stuff. So let's try and see if I can get this right. I'm going to give Cloud W item. And we're going to give Yuffie Morph. We also need to give her the Rising Sun. Not the Rising Sun, she's got the Rising Sun, the Conformer. And we're going to give Sid something like Gravity. Or, yeah, Gravity is probably good. That just gives you time to get the W item menu open. We also need to sort out our items as well, of course. So guys, try and catch up with your messages here. Yeah, I guess Square will have all that sorted by the time we get to play the game, won't they? Let me just check here how we have, or what we've got in terms of greens, because greens are awesome. Again, another Lomax tip there. They're awesome for your dummy item here. Okay, so let's first of all just move stuff up here. Things like all of this stuff can just be gone. We don't want it. Yada, 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 yada. Yeah, sorting out item inventory is the thing that can be the most annoying thing to do. Okay, guard sources. I must remember to cast those as well. Have I gone past the greens, have I? Yeah, if you've not done the W item morph glitch before, then you're in for a treat, because this thing is incredible. It's by far and away the best way to max stats. Although, even using this technique, there are some stats, such as magic defense using mind sources, that are going to be a complete and utter nightmare. And fire veil. Everything else can be good. Right. Okay. Where are we? Right, we need to get these greens to the top now. What's Tranquilizer doing there? Did I move that by mistake, did I? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Right, so we'll get rid of potion. I'm just going to start with one at the top, and then we'll move one up each time. That's how this is going to work best, I think. We'll get rid of the guard sources. Don't give them to Yuffie. I guess we'll start with Cloud. And we want to start maxing out Cloud's defense stats. So currently it's on... actually, it's not his defense stat, is it? It's his vitality stat, which is up towards the top there, which effectively boosts his physical defense. It's currently on 97. So hopefully this is going to work well, this little trick. I think I've got everything set up how we want it here. So let's go ahead and save again. The throw method, I've not seen that. Is that something that's going to be in your video, is it, Lomax? Yeah, it might take a little bit of practice, this, because it's been quite a few days since I last tried it, and that's not what we want. So we're after the spiral enemies. I'm not sure what they're called, but they look like spirally things. Not them. How much gil have I got? 59 million. I actually want to get the gil trophy soon. Let me just very briefly see what trophies we've got. Oh, that's not the enemy we want anyway. Okay. Because we've got a couple of trophies now today. Haven't we? So we're 85% done with trophies. What do we need? The 99 million gil. We need to get a character to level 99. Both of these are pretty formalities now, aren't they? And complete the game, is it? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, just 3 more trophies and we're done. Awesome. Let's just heal up. No, 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 no. The controller can be a little bit sensitive at times. Oh, they are called spirals, are they? Well, that's very imaginative on behalf of Square, isn't it? And of course, we're not going to get any, are we, today? Yeah, just a little note. Oh, come on. Just a little note for you guys. Make sure you set up your ATB to wait. I think we can go over here on the brown bit, actually. We might get them more often. I tell you what, when I was farming AP and experience earlier, groups of those 4 green things were like the best thing you could get, and I never got them. It was always the spirals then. Right, here we go. This is what we want. Okay, so what we're going to do is start with Sid. We're going to Demi 3. We go to Yuffie, who's going to morph. And then we go to Cloud. W item. Use the Regan greens, and then wait. Oh, crud. I'm such a freaking idiot. I didn't put the conformer on, and I bet you guys were telling me that in chat, weren't you? And I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so make sure you have the conformer equipped. But yeah, it looks like the brown area here is the way to go. Except when you get this cockaris. Okay. Right, let's try and get this trick down this time, shall we? Okay, so we start with Sid. He's gonna Demi. We morph with Yuffie. I said it might take a couple of attempts. Right, we also need to use the guard sources with just morph then, though. Okay, so I need to sort out my items once more. Right. Get rid of this crud. And now we're going to use the guard source. You can also make some space if you want your guard sources to go there. And now we're going to put the other green up there. So, it doesn't have to be a green as long as you've only got one of them. Loco weed will do, I think. And now let's save. Just in case I have to reload, then forget to equip the conformer. You know what I'm like. Okay, right then. So this is how you do the morph W item glitch. Not the advanced version, because there's more than one enemy here. So, we start off with Demi 3. Yuffie morphs. Cloud casts Loco Weed, and now we wait. Okay, and now we can do the trick. It's as simple as that. The W item glitch. And we can get 99 each battle this way. Which means it shouldn't take too long to max Cloud out on his vitality. The only problem with doing sources is if you screw up and accidentally leave the glitch menu here, or the item menu, you can't start the trick again. Unless you go ahead and leave battle. So it's no problem. You still get to keep the sources you did go ahead and duplicate, but you want to try and get 99 each time just to speed the process up. Okay, Red Mario says, did you hear me, Fuzz? There's another where you can duplicate anything from your own inventory. It involves using those Vice enemies that steal off you in Sector 5. I have heard of that, Red Mario. I think somebody might have mentioned it, maybe yourself, on a previous live stream, but for the life of me, I can't remember exactly how to do it. We need to probably put something on here just to kill these guys. Well, no real need, look, actually. Oh, that's interesting, Justin. I have got a lot of greens right now, so it wouldn't be too much out of my way just to whiz back up to the Chocobo Ranch. But that is good to know. So let's just check here, shall we? Cloud currently has 98 vitality, which is good, but it's not good enough. So we'll give him all of these sources here. So remember, the max stat is 255. All we need to do now, before we do anything else, is just make sure there's another green or another dummy item up here. So we need to use one dummy item every time we do the trick. And yeah, Cloud's now on 197 vitality. Hi, Kieran. Yep. Started the stat maxing now. Just don't forget, folks, you do not want to be using guard sources on Yuffie. So the last thing you ever want to do with stat maxing is buffing Yuffie's defences. And that's because for some of the more advanced techniques, again, you can check out Lomax's videos, which I've linked in the description for this. The more advanced techniques for things like mine sources and I think speed sources and some others do require that Yuffie takes damage. And she's not going to do that as often if you've maxed out her stats, her defensive stats. Her other stats like speed, power, magic, that's all fine, but not her defensive stats. So hopefully we'll get this first time. I'm really scared to try that at the moment, Lomax. I've never done it before in my life. The advanced morphing is what you need to do on enemies that have, or battles that only spawn with one enemy. Which unfortunately I think is, like I say, for the speed, magic, mind sources, if I'm not mistaken. But you can't get 99 from each battle then, unfortunately, using the advanced techniques, but you can get quite a lot. Hi, Cashbox. Have I ever played Wild Arms 1 or 2? I haven't, actually. Is that a series you'd recommend, is it? But no, I haven't. Yeah, but this is why I did recommend making sure that when you're stat maxing, the first thing you stat max is power sources. It just helps mostly, actually, with like Yuffie and her morphing of future enemies. Oh, we need to actually sort ourselves out before going into the next battle. Let's just check. You can still give them more after going to 255. So we need 23 more here. It's up to you if you do. Eventually, you will max out so that you can't give that character any more sources for that stat. I wasn't paying attention then how many I was doing. But for now, yeah, there we go. Cloud's on 255. We'll leave that there. So Cloud is going to be very strong in terms of the physical defense department. We don't want to max Yuffie's stats yet, so we'll just go straight down to Sid. And then don't forget to put your dummy item, which has to go at the top, okay? Once you've run out of dummy items, you then need to just go and stock up on some more. I'll check your message there in just a moment, Red Mario. Let's get the routine going here, first of all. You can cast Frog Song on both Vices, Fuzz. You can put to sleep on both of them so they can't both steal off you. Okay, yeah, I'll probably definitely need to watch some kind of guide or read something about that, Red Mario. Just so I know exactly what it is that I'm doing. No, Lomax. I think I need multiple gravities, is that right? Multiple gravities and multiple life 2s. I need to check what I've got in that department. Well, I'm getting good at this, aren't I? I haven't been screwing this up at all today, he says. But that's okay, because even though we've only got 97, we can morph both of these now. And get to 99. So I probably spoke too soon there, saying I hadn't screwed this up. But we managed to get out of this one. With a full stock still. Luck sources are from the Crash Gel Nico, I think, Jacos. Yeah, we'll max Sid out. And then we'll leave the guard source farming for now. I just want to give a good example to you guys of all of this stat maxing you can do. I'll probably do much of it off, off stream and what have you. Let's just go ahead and put the next item up there, though. I will go to the Crash Gel Nico, though, and have a go at some of those advanced techniques. But I'm not making any promises on that. Let's see how much Vitality Sid has. 220, so he needs 30 more. Oh yeah, luck sources are actually kind of easy, I think, Bushecki. It's pretty much the same technique that we're doing now, because they tend to spawn with more than one in the battle, don't they? Yeah, no worries, Lomax. The videos you've made have been a huge help, actually. Oh, I probably shouldn't have had turbo speed on then. Yeah, I need to check my materia after this. Because I want to see that we've got everything we need for the advanced techniques. Which are far more challenging for sure. If you've watched Lomax's video, or if you've done them yourself in the past, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. How much flipping health do these guys have? I suppose we're caught from behind, aren't we? Which is never a nice position to find yourself in. in Final Fantasy VII. I'll tell you, one of the biggest challenges of this particular thing is how much your thumb aches, this little method, when you're actually giving the sources over to the characters. Right then, okay, so there we have it. Cid and Cloud are maxed out. As I say, you can continue to give your characters the sources to boost their stats, and you might do that because if you take off various pieces of equipment, you know, their stats might drop under 255, but ultimately you'll know when you've given them enough sources or enough stats, because once they've reached the absolute pinnacle of the maximum amount their stat can get to of 255, then the source can no longer be given to them at all. So let's just take a brief detour over to the Chocobo Ranch. Just, you know, oh no, we haven't actually used greens, have we? Or have we? Been using other stuff. I need to check my materia anyway. So we'll see if there's any greens I can stock up on. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. One. Ah, there we go. Cracker green. Okay. Right then, so we're going to need... I need to check what I've got here. Because the advanced morph techniques can be a real pain, to tell you the truth. So we need to make sure that we've got what we're going to need. If I just take everything off for the time being. Right, we're going to need morph, obviously, which we know we've got. We're going to need 2 copies of final attack. I don't think I've got 2 copies of final attack, no. So we need to go to the crater in order to start leveling. We also require 2 copies of revive. Both. Oh yeah, we've got that. I was going to say both with life 2 on them. We need HP, MP, exchange, which we should have because we did the Chocobo stuff. And I don't think it matters what level that is at. And we need quadra magic, which I know we've got. And the only other thing that's going to be useful is having multiple copies of enemy skills, which we've got, and gravity materias, which I've only got 1. Hey, George, thanks for subbing. Appreciate it. Okay, so what we're going to do is go over to the northern crater. We'll be able to do a little bit of leveling there in terms of our AP stuff for materia. You can actually get power sources, Chibi, which is the way I did it from, where was it? Coral. The reactor at Nibelheim. I have put a video out if it helps you. But you can get them off another enemy that spawns in groups with other enemies. So, it was fairly simple actually. But yeah, you can get them from the enemy, I think, using the advanced morph technique that you're talking about that's over at Gungaga. But yeah, I didn't use that one. I haven't done the advanced technique at all yet. Right, let's make our way back over to the crater. And then we'll head over to the save points, etc. Yeah, was you playing an emulated version, I think? Is that right, Red Mario? Brian, if you're talking about... Greetings, by the way, welcome to the stream. If you're talking about Final Fantasy VII, which I have to check because lots of people are talking about some of the other Final Fantasy games at the minute. Quadra on level 2. Okay, Lomax. Then yes, sell some mastered all materia. They go for 1.4 million gil each. So if you're after the gil trophy, then it won't take too long if you head down to the northern crater and farm where I'm going to farm for massive amounts of AP. You'll master a bunch of those all materia in no time at all. So I'm just going to get to the save point first of all. Then we'll sort our materia out. Okay, here's the save point. Right, okay. So, gravity is something we need to level up. That shouldn't take too long. Revive, we've got. Quadra magic, we need to level up. Lomax has confirmed that for us. And what was the other thing? Oh my goodness, I've completely forgotten. Let me bring it back up. I did write it down, you see, in Notepad. Oh, final attack. There we go. Okay, so I'm not leveling up Knights of the Round for the time being, which I normally do. Not in triple slot anyway, we'll stick it in a double slot. Yuffie can take care of it. And pretty much after that, we're just going to throw some enemy skills around. Trying to think who's got the strongest attack. It doesn't matter actually, because they've all had power sources, haven't they? We'll give Sid 4 times cut. I do want to level that up, you see, as well. Okay, I won't link anything with this. And then we'll just stick in some balls. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 18 alls mastered at the moment. So that's getting close to like 20, about 25 million gil, I think, that we can sell all that stuff for. But we want to master more than that, don't we? So let's go to the double growths here. And then just the single growths as well. Just throwing enemy skill materia in place. Yeah, I'm also trying to level for the guild trophy as well while we're here. Okay, that's all of them. Super. And we don't want to leave any empty slots, of course. So we'll throw some other stuff in as well. Doesn't really matter what, though. Full cure can be useful, I think, for the advanced morph glitch. But anything will do now. I just want to level it. Yeah, let's go for another life 2. 3 final attacks equipped across the whole party with life 2 on them. Is not going to be a bad thing, is it? By any stretch of the imagination. So probably level some summons as well. Ready for the summon master materia. There we go. And let's heal up and save. And then I'll try and catch up on your chat messages here, guys, before we move into the actual farming itself. Okay. Right then, what have we got going on down here? Greetings, Matthew. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. I have done my strength matching, Kieran. So I think 1 or 2 characters might need to still be maxed out. But I think all the others are done. Let me just have a brief check that the party I'm using does have max strength. But I think it does. Yeah, Cloud's got 251 strength. It's weird. Yuffie's maxed. And Sid is almost max. So, okay, I do need to do a little bit more in terms of power source farming. But we're pretty much there, I think. Almost done, though. Yeah. Certainly the plan, GB. Certainly the plan. Okay, alright then. Let's get on with the farming, shall we? Please kill You guys have it out for Kate Sith, don't you? Don't tell Square. They'll probably try and annoy you. Make him the main character in the remake or something. Right, we're going to make our way over to the next room, because in my opinion, from what I've experienced anyway, I think somebody mentioned this on the last live stream, that's where you get more opportunity at fighting movers and magic pots. Yeah, Bushecki has an inbuilt hatred for Kate Sith. No, Master Tombury, go away. Don't want you. Oh, you know, Ronald, I can't believe they haven't done that already. I really can't. I don't know what they're playing at. It would have been a great way of hyping up the remake, wouldn't it? I really want to play Crisis Core again. I don't really want to emulate it. Mainly because I want to be able to cover it on YouTube. And I always get worried about playing emulated games in case Square decide they don't like that. And then try and put a copyright claim on the channel or something. But I was thinking about getting a PSP. I've actually got a PSP, but it's a 1000 series from Japan. It doesn't have AV output on it, unfortunately. Whereas all the other later models do. So I can actually hook it up to be able to stream from it. I was thinking about doing that because they're kind of cheap now, but I haven't yet because I don't know if you guys would be that interested in a Crisis Core playthrough. But if you are, guys, let me know. I can start getting some stuff. I'd need to get the PSP. I've actually got the game. I would need to get an AV cable to hook up to the Elgato. And I think that's it. Hi Ken, welcome to the stream. Found you while searching for some Final Fantasy XII stuff. Ah, fantastic. You want to say thanks for the great content? Well, thank you, Ken. That's very kind feedback. And yes, I'm very hyped for the remake. Obviously a little bit disappointed, as with everybody else, that it's been delayed now until April the 10th. But if it means the game's going to be better, then hopefully that'll work out well for all of us, won't it? Yeah, you're probably right on that. Once we've leveled up. Heal was born. Let's get rid of Heal then, shall we? Who's got Heal? We're still not leveled up Ultima. We need to get on that. Yeah, I've heard about that anime. About Crisis Core having royalty issues and stuff. It's a bit annoying if that's the case. But I can see it being the case. I don't know why Square wouldn't have released that game. I really don't. Not with the Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out and then wanting to generate as much hype as possible for that game. Would have been an easy and cheap way for them to do it, I'd have thought. But like you say, maybe that's why they haven't. And the alls are levelling. Nice. Problem is, when all gets mastered, you don't know how many you've got mastered. You have to check it out. Right, let's go ahead and sort the materia here. Looks like 3 were mastered. Nice. There we go. So we must be well on our way now, mustn't we? To that trophy. That guild trophy. Hey, Bushecki. Thanks for the $2. The cat must die. Is that what Peter said, is it? Oh, you're telling Peter the cat must die. Oh, that's awesome, Cletus. Are you still streaming, Cletus? I popped over to your channel recently and noticed that there was nothing there. Have YouTube been having their wicked way again, have they? As they have been before? No, there is actually a glitch we can do on Master Tombury using the W item morph advanced technique, but I haven't done it yet because I haven't even used that technique. But we can get a whole host of ribbons from him. We can't get 99 ribbons using that technique, but we can probably get over 60. So more than enough, seeing as how, you know, you can only use 3 at a time. Well, actually, that's not true, because you might want ribbons equipped on your inactive party members. So you haven't got to keep exchanging equipment when you bring them into battle. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do something in a minute. Since chat wants it, we're going to absolutely slaughter Cait Sith. And then we'll stick him in the inactive party where he is now, but in dead state. I think you guys would like that, wouldn't you? Hi Richard. No, I won't be beating Seth today. We did beat Emerald Weapon earlier on though. We beat him twice in fact. So I'll make a video on that in case you guys have missed it. Let's just go ahead and sort out some more stuff here since we've got stuff being mastered and just generally doing all kinds of farming nonsense at the minute. MP Turbo, that's not quite leveled up yet. I do want it leveled up. Maybe we could swap life. Oh no, we've actually got life twice, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, that's all going fine. That's all good. Anything else mastered? Yep, all materias are mastered. Nice. 2 all materias to be precise. Well, that's divided chat. The idea of slaughtering Cait Sith. It's only a stuffed toy, guys. Okay, the cat is... nobody really knows what the cat is, do they? Controlled by what's-his-face, Reeve. And yet, does he have his own consciousness? Who knows? Jacus is concerned... few too many people are getting a little bit too concerned over Cait Sith. Voice of reason there, perhaps. I don't think you can cast summons on your party, unfortunately, can you? Oh, no, you can. Yeah, you can, actually. It would actually kill everybody, though. Unless we put Final Attack Revive in place. What am I doing here? I'm completely lost. Just killing them, I guess, aren't we? Yeah, we got final attack. Nice. Nicole. Maybe he'll be a playable character in the remake at some point. You know, I was thinking... the remake would be a great opportunity for Square to bring in some other playable characters. You know, some of the characters that you guys have really enjoyed. I really want to know if the other members of Avalanche will ever be playable in the remake. We've not seen it in the trailers. But like Jesse or Biggs or Wedge or just, you know, some other characters as well. Maybe not main party members, but just at time if we could take control of them. Would be pretty awesome. Right. Final attack. Let's go down to the bottom. We'll start leveling the next final attack because the more we have of those, the better. Okay, everything else is okay there, it seems. Double cut. Yeah, we'll start learning another double cut. Okay, I think we're done. Right, I think we've got everything now, Lomax. Just confirm for me, if you know. Everything for the advanced glitching stuff. Let's hope Peter don't get involved. Yeah. Lomax says every time you kill Kate Sith, a part of your humanity dies too. Kate Sith is like the ultimate test. Can you resist murder? Yeah, definitely, John. Yeah, another 5 weeks is kind of annoying, but... Whoa, those enemies. What was a buggy mess, Ken? Yeah, sorry guys, I think the vote to kill Kate Sith has overridden the vote to not kill him. So let's take care of these magic pots, and then it's Kate Sith destruction time. Okay, so what we're going to do... I can't believe I'm actually taking the time to do this. Is try and find our way back out of here. There we go. Dumpty dumpty dum. Cloud's refusing. Lucky's on strike. Okay, we get to kill another set of movers first. There's no avoiding the inevitable. But let's just sort out our materia briefly first. Since we got a few masters, I think, didn't we? We got at least one anyway. Yeah. And Comet as well. Oh, guys, I've just realised the game's against us. We can't use PHS in the Northern Cave, which means we will do this little technique. In fact, we are going to do it because I'm going to leave the crater anyway now. Suiter Kane says, hey Fuzz, you could use the delay of the remake to finish Final Fantasy IX. It takes about a month to grind out the 10,000 kills. Is that how long it takes it? Do you know if that, Suiter, if the kills trophy for Final Fantasy IX transcends save files? Because if I do Final Fantasy IX, I'd want to start the game from the beginning. But I'm hoping if I do that, the kills that I've gained on other save files will still count towards the trophy. Does that make sense? Does anybody know the answer to that, actually? If you do, let me know. Oh, Fallout 76, Ken. Okay, so Lomax says you need final attack ×2. Leveled up at least once. Okay, so we need to level final attack again. And then we've got final attack ×2. Revive ×2, I've got that. Yep, some Demi at level 3. I think we've got that. Morph, HP MP swap. Yeah. Quadra Magic doesn't need to be maxed, does it? I've only got one gravity. Let's get another gravity leveled. We need to have some more gravity leveled, I think. And then I think we're good to go. Oh, and final attack leveled up to level 2. Which we've almost done. I'm sorry, Bushecki, the game's against us right now. But we are going to take vengeance, don't you worry, on Kate Sith. It is inevitable. But we just need to finish this farm first while we're here. Lomax is very happy. Oh, we also need to turn ATB back to active mode before we try the advanced glitches, don't we? Okay, final attack is now level 2. But we do need to level gravity up. 3 gravities, I guess, would be helpful, wouldn't it? 3 Demi 3s, in fact. The problem is I've never played Chrono Trigger. And I heard bad things about the recent port. Or the port that came out, I think, the last couple of years. Okay, all has leveled up. Before we do anything else as well, once we leave the Northern Crater, I want to sell those all materia. Since we've got a lot of them now, haven't we? Maybe enough. Maybe I'm saying enough. I don't know for certain. To get the trophy to pop. That would be awesome if it did. But we're doing some good progress here. Making good progress on mastering out our materia. Do want to check that we're not going to get to the master cap. Or the materia cap. Let's just check this. Wow, we're actually getting close. So you can only hold 200 materia at any one time. And if you master a materia and you've already hit the materia cap, then you do not get a new version of that materia. So if you do that, for example, with Knights of the Round or some other unique materia, then you cannot get any more of those, unfortunately. Which is obviously not what you want to happen. Okay, you don't need final attack leveled, but it's nice to have. Same goes for Quadrate Demo. You definitely want at least 2 level 3 copies. Okay, Lomax. Yeah, definitely a lot of people have been telling me, oh, we need to go through this battle. Have been telling me we need to play Chrono Trigger at some point. So I do feel like that is one game that we need to get to. Morning, Mark. Welcome to the stream. Yes, Red Mario, definitely. And seeing as how I'm not in any rush to kill Emerald Weapon, we can only get those the hard way right now, can't we? Where are these all materials that just leveled? There they are. Whee. So we're nearly there now. We're nearly there. It's mostly gravity that I would like more of, so we can have at least 1 party member, or 3 party members with 1 gravity each. Yeah, at the moment I've only got 1. Oh, yeah, I've only got 1 Demi. 3. So that's what I'm trying to farm at the minute for. Oh, that's really awesome of you, Bushecki. To be honest with you, dude, I just wouldn't get time's the problem. I'll tell you, people have been telling me for years to play Chrono Trigger, and it's not that I haven't got access to the game, it's the reason I haven't. I can easily just purchase the PS4 or Steam version of it. I've just literally not had the time to. But that is really awesome of you, dude. Yeah, we need to win 10 special battles, don't we, Red Mario, like you say. And then we get access to a bunch of sources, if I'm not mistaken. Is that your reward for doing that? I think it's like 2 or 3 of each source or something. Yeah, the priority right now is to get gravity maxed out. Probably should have had W item for this farming. I normally do. Yeah, which one should you play first out of the two? I think Chrono Trigger, is that correct? Okay, nearly got gravity sorted here. In fact, we got it on Demi 3, so that's probably all we need. There we go. Okay, that'll do fine. Seeing as how we're going to finish the farm there. Right, let's make our way back out of the crater now. Oh yeah, trigger first, Bushecki says. So, Cross is the sequel. Oh, come on. You got to turn turbo speed mode off before you actually get the pinpoint location for the save here, don't you? Oh, wrong way. Okay, so we're going to head out of the crater. We're going to sell out all materia. But it's going to take care of some, you know, important business involving the Sith Master. You think Palpatine's the ultimate Sith? No, it's the Kate. Or is it these rocks that I can't seem to get down? There we go. Yeah, I will check out Chrono Trigger then, guys. I can't promise I'll do a walkthrough. Not a walkthrough, sorry, but more of a live stream on it. But we'll see what happens. I'll get the game, play about with it, and see if it's something I want to do, you know, dedicate a lot of time to before the remake comes out. If that's what you guys are voting for, as opposed to, say, Crisis Core or something else Final Fantasy-ish, then I can certainly take a look at it for you. Flip, it's got hot in here. Hang on. I might have to finish up soon, though, guys. I'm getting a bit of a headache coming today, actually. I haven't had a headache for a while, so I'm probably due one, unfortunately. Right, everyone's waiting for us. Okay. Hey, Kate Sith, do you fancy joining us for a little bit? He's got sadness. Oh, the poor thing. We'll have to put him out of his misery. Okay, so let's head over, I guess, to Chocobo Ranch. We're going to sell those all materia we've been getting. See if we can get the trophy to pop, maybe. Okay, Bushecki, don't kill the vampire guy. Nicole says her vote would be Crisis Core or Final Fantasy IX. Right, let's just sort out materia here. Oh, I need to get rid of Sid's. I don't know what he's got, actually. I could just do a materia exchange, but oh well. Doesn't really matter, we'll just take Yuffie out of the party altogether. Right, we've got a lot of alls to sell. Let's just count them, shall we? I need to know, in fact, so that I don't accidentally sell the ones that I haven't mastered. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17... 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, okay, 31. 31 alls. Let's do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's start from the one that we haven't mastered, so that I don't accidentally sell it. That's that one. Look how close we are, guys, to the trophy. We did it! Coming up, all 9s. And it isn't the guild cap. A few people actually told me that. But I honestly thought when I saw that trophy that 99 million gil, plus the extra 99s on top of that, was going to be the guild cap. But it turns out it isn't. Wonderful stuff. Right, I no longer need to farm for all materia mastering. That was awesome. Okay, and now we move on to probably the final part of the stream. The thing that you're all looking forward to. Can we cast, first of all, Knights of the Round on the party? Because if we can, I have an idea. I thought I just sorted out materia. Right, Knights of the Round. I don't know if this is going to work, but it might do. Right, I'm going to save my game because we've got the trophy. Okay then. Right. Okay, Red Mario doesn't think it'll work. As long as Kate Sith gets destroyed. All I'm trying to do is bring Cloud and Sid back to life so that they don't suffer the same wrath in their vengeance against the Sith Master. We can't actually do it, unfortunately. We can't target. Which is really annoying because I thought we could. No, it kind of makes sense that we can't. I think we can with some summons because of Choco Buckle. I don't want to just use standard physical attacks though, but maybe we can. Let's get the Ultima weapon equipped. Hey Lomax, there's always Friday, remember that. I guess we're just going to be going for standard physical attack. Maybe Ultima. Kate Sith wouldn't like Ultima, would he? Let's go for Ultima and Magic Plus. Oh, can you Omni Slash, can you guys? Can you actually Omni Slash? Well, give it a go. Tell them I'm just next to the Chocobo Ranch, Jacos, but we won't be there for long, unfortunately. No, can't Omni Slash either, unfortunately. Doesn't work. Okay. We can Ultima, though. Might take a few attempts. Nope. Nope. Look at that. Wow, Cloud didn't take any damage whatsoever. But Kate Sith is dead. Well, I'm not being funny, but he should have built his defences up like Cloud has. He might have survived them. Right, there we go. Kate Sith is officially dead. Okay, and we'll stick him in the inactive party. Alright then, folks. Well, we're going to call things quits there for today. Now, what we're going to do on Friday, because I know that Lomax really wants us to do this, and I need to do it anyway, is we're going to start the advanced morph techniques down in the crashed Galnica, and that will allow us to go ahead and destroy, hopefully, our stats in a good way. Bushecki donates $100 through Super Chat. Death to cash. Oh, Bushecki, thank you so much, dude. Yeah, Kate Sith is absolutely dead at the moment. And we'll keep him that way for a little bit. Though if I start to feel bad, I might have to bring him back to life. But not for the time being, not for a while. Okay, So, thank you so much, Bushecki. That's really kind of you. Yeah, next week. No, Friday. We're only Wednesday at the minute. We're going to be working on the advanced morph techniques. And we'll start maxing out other stats. I am going to spend a little bit of time off stream maxing out vitality over at those spirals that I showed you earlier on our other party members. Not on Kate Sith because he's a little bit dead, but on the others we will. And then next Friday, or this Friday, we'll work on mind sources, luck sources, speed sources, magic sources. I think that's it. Yeah, I've heard that Lomax will probably correct me if I'm wrong on this. But I've heard that Lomax is the most challenging. I've heard that mind sources are the most challenging ones to get and to start maxing out magic defense, or spirit rather. But I'm sure Lomax will confirm that for us. I think I saw a video by 48 Productions the other day, and he just couldn't get mind sources to work at all. So we'll see if we have more luck than that. Maybe we will. So, alright then guys, well thanks ever so much for checking out the live stream today. I hope you've had a good time. We've managed to make some good progress, I think. We defeated Emerald Weapon, got a whole bunch of trophies. We actually need 2 more trophies now. The trophy to defeat Sephiroth, to complete the game. And what was the other trophy? Oh yeah, to get a character to level 99. Which shouldn't take too long. And I'll check out your videos as well, Red Mario, that you want me to look at. And Lomax is really sad that we've defeated Kate Sith. I've got to be honest though, Lomax, at least we put him out of his misery fairly quickly, didn't we? A single ultimate cast was all that was required. Oh, you guys are nuts. But then I'm probably partly nuts for playing along with you as well. Alright then folks, well have a good week. Or rest of the week, not long left now. And we'll carry on Friday. Same time, same place, you know the drill. Take care everyone. See you then.